C'est moi.
Ouais, c'est toi.
Merde. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed this break. So now let's go to the ISS. So we did a call for projects from all around the world to get some student projects with awesome videos to showcase actually what they're doing in the university, and we pick also the most engaging one, and they will be able to join us on the screen here, and the other will be waiting for you in the Vostok 2 room, and so that you can also discuss with all of the teams in the Vostok 2 room, and engage with them. So we can start it.
Okay, so we are going to go first over the people that have participated, and then we will go over the 2 selected winners, okay? So first of all, I want to present the VSV Leonardo da Vinci. It's the Da Vinci satellite team. It consists of 50 students from TU Delft, so the university in Netherlands. It's quite good to have people participating from different countries. So we have students from different backgrounds, such as software, electrical and aerospace engineering, that are all working together in a 2 units CubeSat. The goal of the team is to actually inspire and enthusiast the younger generations in order for them to learn more about space, which I think it's great because it's something that we're also very interested in Granset. So they have designed 2 special payloads. With both payloads, they hope to make space more personal and more attractive to children. So please, Sancho, if you can play the first video.
Hey guys, so my name is Neri and I'm part of the Da Vinci satellite team here in Delft. And we are building a 2D CubeSat. It's about this size, so the size of a milk carton, and we'll have 2 different payloads. The first one is the dice payload, where there are different dice. You can clamp them and take a picture of the numbers on the dice with the Earth in the background, so the children will be able to play a game in space. And the second one is the BitFlip payload. Here, high school children will be able to send their picture to us, we will send it to the satellite where it will be stored, and due to the radiation environment, BitFlips will happen, so their picture will be altered. When they get their picture back from the satellite and compare it to the original, they will be able to learn more about, for example, radiation, about bits, and just space in general. So it's a very exciting project.
That's the first team.
That was the first team. So they are waiting for you in the Vostok 2 room. And now we'll go for the second team. So consisting of 17 international students. Aster is the student team, student project from Luleå University of Technology in Sweden, and is participating to the 13th cycle of BEXUS program from ESA. So the aim of their project is to develop a low-cost, fast and easy to integrate altitude control system for free-falling application and experiments ejected from sounding rockets. If Peter Jackson could launch the video, it would be great.
Hi, I'm Jan and I am the project controller of Team Aster. We are 17 international students from the Luleå University of Technology in the north of Sweden. We are aiming to develop a high-performance, low-cost, easy-to-integrate stabilization platform for free-falling units ejected from sounding rockets. Our experiment is part of BEXUS Cycle 30. Here you can see our rocket-mounted unit with on top of it our mascot Spinny. As we are in a heavy testing phase, our FFU is currently in a flat-sat configuration. You can see the core of our design, our reaction wheels running for more testings. After our launch in March 2022, we will recover our FFU and analyze our data. We will then publish our results and our designs on an open source basis. If you have more questions, feel free to contact us and follow us on social media.
That's great. Thank you so much. As we say always, you can always follow and go to them already. They are in Vostok 2 room, or you can wait for the end of this workshop and then you can join them. So the next team is actually bear with me with the name, sorry, Antariksh Kim. I'm so sure I didn't pronounce that correctly, sorry for that. And they have their RV-SAT-1, which aims at performing a microbiology, oh my god.
It's going to be fine. No
Yeah,
worries,
it's like,
it happens.
It seems harder than launching a rocket. So, microbiological growth experiment under microgravity conditions in low Earth orbit. For this, they're going to use an orbital platform provided by the ISRO PSLV Stage 4. So, Resolve will be carrying a payload constituting an electromechanical experiment. This is why this experiment is very interesting, because actually it's going to pave the way for industrial testing of high-power batteries. So please, Amanda, if you can play the third video.
That was nice. It's very good to see like some design features, also hardware and software calculation. That was very cool. So now let's go to the next team. So it's prepared from the Macedonian SETS chapter, which is a newborn chapter from SETS, Students for Exploration and Development of Space.
Like us.
So they are working mainly on three different areas: developing local SETS network, organizing national space challenge in different modules for space architecture, and engineering space rockets, space habitats, satellites, space economy, space rock, pretty much everything.
Everything.
So if the best manager of a video setting could throw the video number 4, it would be awesome.
So the last images you were able to see in this video are actually some project that they are developing in terms of international convention. It's very interesting, so if you want, you can always go to Vostok 2, where you will be able to actually read it, because here it was a little bit small. So without further delay, let's go to the next team, Astre and CubeSat Super-Héros. It's a team from ISAE Super-Héros, ENAC, ANSA Toulouse, ANSAIT, Université Paul Sabatier Toulouse 3e. So there's a combination of different universities there, as you can see. So their CubeSat is called actually Tolosat, and it's a 3-unit CubeSat resulting from merging 2 different group projects, as you can see. It's equipped with deployable solar panels and carries 2 internal payloads. These are, on the one hand, a gravimetric experiment, and on the other hand, an iridium experiment. They intend to be launched in a sun-synchronous orbit, and they want to welcome external payloads to join in. So please, Patricia, if you can run the 5th video.
That was amazing.
I was not expecting that.
I
Like
really,
the,
I
the
really like the
music.
music. Yeah, I hope you had a good sound on TV, but we had a really good
Yeah,
sign.
it
So,
was quite loud here. So
yeah. Congratulations to all this team. Yeah, it was.
thank you for participating.
Thank
as
you
well.
for participating. It was awesome. So you can join already them in Vostok 2 room. And now we will welcome. We have still 2 international teams and projects to present you. So it's our 2 awardees who will be interviewed right here, right now. So let's get started.
Let's go.
So welcome. So we'll introduce. First, we'll show their video of the B-Sky team, a rocketry team from University of the Basque Country County in
It's in
Spain.
English.
in Spain, composed of 40 members, and the main objective of their project is to launch a rocket to reach the apogee of 100 kilometers, which is also known as the Kármán line. So they want to have the rocket designed by their team. They do all the design,
Every part.
every part. That's impressive.
It is.
And it's an amazing project. They want to develop simple solution and innovative solution, which is the future of space. It's space of tomorrow. So if you could, Roger, if you could send this video, we're good.
Hi, we are B-Sky Team, the rocketry team from the University of the Basque Country. We are a team who promotes innovation, training and cooperation between students from different fields of study, through synergies with other universities and centers. For this, B-Sky Team challenges students to design, build and launch rockets with the aim of being the first group of students in Spain to reach 100 kilometers in altitude. This is what we do.
That was really good. I think like you're also planning to go to the European Rocketry Challenge, B-Sky team. So I hope we will see you there. Yeah, because your projects are looking awesome.
They are amazing. So we have today with us one member of the B-Sky team. His name is Nacho Manta. He's actually now in the Basque Country. So he's an industrial engineering and aeronautics master's degree at the Basque Country University. He's member of the aerodynamics and recovery team at B-Sky team since 2018. So he's also working as an intern at Center Engineering. Please welcome Nacho Manta. Welcome.
Hello, Nacho.
So first of all, just to start your interview, I have been told that you have been in the team since the team was born. Can you please tell us when was it born and what was your role in this in creating the team?
Yeah, sure. I've been in the team at B-Sky team for a little over 3 years now. As you said, we first started talking kind of more seriously about the team in early 2018, about March, April or something like that. And then of course, it was just kind of, from the first moment I heard of it, I just needed to get in, and I've been in the aerodynamics and recovery team ever since, kind of jumping on off and on the technical and more businessy end of the team. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's very cool. And we saw on your video that you launched a lot of rockets. How many did you launch, and what altitude did you reach, and what altitude did you reach?
Okay, we have launched 4. Well, actually, let's say 3 unique rockets, because one of them we launched twice. And okay, the first one was called Alpha, and we launched it in late 2018. So just 6 months after we created the team. and it got to around 500 meters high. Then we had a second launch on a rocket called Bravo in midway through 2019 in June. And that time we got to around 780 meters high. And well, I mean, I'm sure you can relate to this, but after that we kind of have a little bit of a setback regarding launches and everything because of COVID. But after all, we managed to put together our next rocket called Arima, which was the one you could see in the video, and we launched it this year in March. And well, this time didn't go as well as planned, didn't go as far high as we hoped. But you always learn from these kind of situations more than from the biggest successes. So we kind of addressed a couple technical issues we found, and we are going to be taking those into account for our next rockets, which will be called Ganymede and Io, and we will be launching them as soon as we possibly can, really, because we already finished the design phase, and we are at the moment waiting for all the key components to get back, and so that we can start assembling the rockets.
Actually, our last talk today, our last guest speaker is a firm believer that failure is just the first step to success. So it's great to see that younger generations are also following this. You were talking about your last rocket, and also in your video you mentioned that you want to reach the 100 kilometers altitude. How do you plan to achieve this? What are the main challenges that you may face? What's your plan?
Because that's difficult and good challenge. Well done.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's a pretty ambitious one, actually, because, but you gotta aim high, right? So the first thing we wanted to say when we formed the team was, okay, we want to get to space, which is limited by the Kármán line. And, well, yeah, it's pretty hard, but we are kind of following two different paths that will follow along the years, and hopefully one day they will join together, and we will have our own, as you mentioned before, 100% Biscay team designed and manufactured rockets. So first off, we have the solid engine rockets, which are the ones I already mentioned before. And through those launches and through those designs, what we are planning to do is to get all the know-how, all the knowledge that we need for the designing bit of the rockets, and for all inner and outer structure, avionics and everything. And also through the launches, practice makes perfect, so we want to do as many as we can, and in order to get more and more experience and have everything checked out before and during the day of the launch, because that's a very important thing as well. And the second path I mentioned would be having ourselves the other bit that we haven't really implemented yet, which would be the hybrid engine rockets, sorry. And right now we are already designing our own engines, hybrid engines, and the first one was called M1 and got to 30 kilograms of thrust during different test stands. And now we are working on M2, which would be the next step, far bigger, far more powerful, which will, we estimate that it will get to 500 kilograms of thrust. And yeah, so once we master both of them, we will just join them together, and hopefully after a few different launches get to the Kármán line.
Yeah, that sounds really good project, ambitious and like challenging. So yeah, it's a good team and good projects. And so could you explain us more about why do you want to use like your own motor, develop your own hybrid engines? Because yeah, when it's hybrid, we say hybrid engines. And so yeah, why do you want to make your own, and you cannot just buy one off the shelf? No, there is no available that could make the work, or you just want to make some research, or what is the purpose of this research development? Yeah.
Well, I guess the biggest aim for us is to have ourselves a full-on 100% Biscay team designed and manufactured rocket. So right now we're using the solid motors that we are buying, and we kind of want to get that extra push inside the rocket, and we can only do that by manufacturing them on our own. And as for why we have chosen the hybrid rocket instead of solid or liquid, I guess we just kind of wanted to meet in between and have like a compromise between both of them, because solid engines have for us a little drawback, which would be that they are not super safe to have and to work around and travel, because you just have the propellant, and to put it pretty easy, you just fire it up. So you can see what I mean. And then we also, the liquid engines, it's far more complex technology, and we felt like we wouldn't be there yet. So we kind of rolled in between and got ourselves some more safer and easier, well, not easier, but hybrid engines. And so yes, that's basically it.
We have been into a lot of technical stuff, so let's go back more into the society aspect. So what does being a BSky team member mean? Like, what other activities, what type of activities do you do besides all of the engineering that I'm assuming, but you can also briefly describe if you prefer?
Yeah. Apart from everything that we do here as members, which is great because you can put into practice all the theoretical data that you have picked up along the years of uni, we also have, like, from time to time, we visit schools, and we also visit vocational training schools. And over there, we kind of prepare a little presentation, a little pitch, and we talk to the kids and youngsters. And I mean, I think that's a pretty good thing, because we kind of motivate them and let them know about the aerospace and aeronautic fields, which I don't know in your case, but when I was younger, that wasn't a topic that was really discussed when talking about engineering. We just had like energies, mechanical, and things like that. So it's good to show them that there are more things apart from those, that even in every country, it's are sectors that are growing so very fast, and it's great to have them know that. And well, apart from that, I guess we also from time to time tend to collaborate with other universities, as you have today, kind of create an event and have many people from all over the world, all different universities, different countries, different projects, and have them all just talk and share their opinions, share their projects, how they are doing things, why, and their motivation and everything. And so yeah, that's another point that was pretty cool about that.
You also had like the Space Week at BSky, organized by BSky team.
We actually
not far away from now.
No, it was a couple of weeks ago, I think. I was actually one of the guest speakers. Yes. So it was a great event also.
It was a great event,
a very good one. Okay.
Okay. So do you have any other technical projects you would like to highlight other than
Yeah, we kind of have like, again, just looking into the future to when we are mastering everything, we kind of have a braking system, kind of, to put it in a simpler way so that you understand, like, kind of SpaceX, like they have a bit of the rocket that opens up in order to have a little extra help braking through the atmosphere, right? And have, apart from reducing the velocity, you also have a key component, which would be having stability on your rocket for when you
re-entering,
use again and so that's one of the projects we are having at the moment. And then we also have the RCS, so some reaction control system for controlling the roll of the rocket, and so that it doesn't go out of hand when we are ascending. And so those are kind of the two biggest projects we have for the future.
Those two sound amazing, and actually we were very, very impressed by your video, so keep up the good job because you're doing amazing. And so I think we're going on to the next onto the next winner. We couldn't choose between both of you, so you're there. So Nacho, you're going to be able to talk with him. So he now will join the Vostok 2 room, and you will be able to engage with him and ask him questions if you have any more. So now let's welcome the next and last team.
Yeah, so we will welcome the last team. So first showing the video. So it's a team of 4 French students from the engineering school, which is very famous, the Isaïe Ansma. Okay, I'm part of this. I'm a
He's
double.
biased.
I'm from here, so I'm a bit biased, but it's a great school where you learn a lot about mechanics, aerospace engineering, so that you can learn pretty much all the topics applied to space and also aeronautics, and you can really have this large background and you can then get specialized in each topic. And yeah, it's a really good school, but yeah, I am a bit biased maybe.
Yeah.
So okay, so let's focus on their team. So since September, they have been participating to the a launch campaign. Like they are preparing a launch campaign to do a parabolic flight with both the CNES and Nov Space, which is the company that's managed the zero gravity flights on the Airbus flights. And so yes, if Samantha, could you play the next video too, because it's an awesome video.
I think it's ready already.
Oops, sorry.
We have some live audio from the studio and planned things.
So we are now welcoming Laureline from Isaïe Ansma. So welcome in the studio. Could you just take over?
Yes, I will take over, don't worry. So we have Laureline. She's actually the leader of the project, and she acts as an intermediary between Novaspace, DECNES, and its school, Isaïe Ansma.
Exactly.
It's time I'm saying it worse. Sorry for my friends. So I will go over her. Can you please come join us, Laureline Loire? Hi. So let's start. It's great to have you. Our video was also amazing. That's why you're also here. Thank you also for coming today and joining us. We want to know what's the final, probably some of these questions, they were already on the video, but since sometimes it's not that easy to follow with the smallest screen, let's go over them again. So what's the final objective of the experiment? Can you please elaborate on it?
We want to study the influence of gravity on the morphology of a water column in order to see what shape the droplet can take from a stream of water with a variable gravity. So in the chamber combustion of a rocket engine, the injection of liquid propellants is optimized so that the liquid is atomized in micro droplets in order to increase the burning area between the fuel and the oxidizer. So yes, you can say, okay, it's cool at subject, but why in zero gravity? So firstly, I can explain you a parabolic fly. So during a parabolic fly, the pilot of the Airbus aircraft do many parabolas. So 31 in scientific flights like for us. So the parabola begins with a pull up. So the nose of the aircraft goes upward like this with an angle with the horizontal, and the passenger experience a pull of 1.8 times that of the gravity on Earth. So it's the hypergravity. Yes, so you are.
Yeah, you're pulling back in the seat. Yeah.
Yes. So it lasts 20 seconds, and then the pilot reduces the engine speed, and the aircraft enter in a parabola. So then it's like a free fall, and in this time, passenger feels the weightlessness. So it's during 22 seconds. And to finish the parabola, there is a pull out. So when the nose of the aircraft is back downward, the pilot gradually level up, and they increase the engine speed. And at this time, passenger again experience the hypergravity during 20 seconds. So before the aircraft go to the horizontal trajectory with normal gravity. So in a parabolic fly, it's allowed to be in microgravity. So it's not really weightlessness, but microgravity. But also it's allowed to be in hypergravity at the beginning and at the end of the parabola. And we went to perform our experiment and to gather data during these two different parts of the parabola and the transition from one to another, because this variable gravity exists during the orbiting, or when the engine reignites again.
Okay, it's very
Interesting.
complex process, as I can see.
Easiest thing.
It's not the easiest thing. Actually, yeah, so I know there's a few projects that are actually doing these kind of things. For example, the Fire Thesis from ISA. Yeah. I'm sure it's kind of similar project.
Yeah. We have a team in Cranfield, not from Cranfield, but Cranfield University has a team. And some Cranfield members are working on the Fly of your thesis, which is similar to this.
Mm-hmm. So in the video, getting back to the video, you mentioned some main challenges. Well, could you please explain us what are the main issues that you have faced or you are actually facing now during the construction part?
Yes, so firstly, we began the construction of our experiment by what became our prototype. So it was a box or a chamber in PVC, which seems a little bit weak for the organizer. So we decided to increase the inner structure, and we have to use aluminum plate, so aviation graded alloy. And we use for our experiment 5 liters of water. So we have to make an experiment in closed cycle with a double containment. It's very important in terms of safety, because in microgravity the water can go everywhere. So it's very important to have an impermeable box. And then we have some electrical system in our experiment. For example, we use some pumps in in the bottom of our chamber. So we have a tank of water, and inside we have one pump which gets back all of the water we injected on the box. And the other is to bring the water contains on the tank in the injector. And we want to control these pumps. So we have an electrical system with an energy supply which has to respect some norms.
Yeah.
And also during our test, we face a main issue. So we have seen that the glass windows has steam covered, like condensation. So it's an issue that we have to solve to have a great acquisition with the high-speed camera. And so it's maybe due to the cold water we use and the heat generated by the LED panel. So.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting. Like, yeah,
it's
like
not the kind of issues you have in most
real
of
life,
our projects, for example. It's a very specific issue.
Yeah, especially like you're managing liquid in a flight. So, do you have any specific norms that you have to follow to be authorized to fly with North Space? And like any specific norms you had to
for your specific project?
Yeah, for your first.
Yes, we have lot of norms to follow, which concern the structure of our experiment. So with special aluminium alloys, and also the quantity of water we can use, or the final weight of the structure, the electrical system, and until a special Velcro tape. So we cannot use any one Velcro tape. So all of that have to be checked by our coordinator in Nova Space, which follow essentially the safety part of our experiment and the study of risks.
Yeah, cool.
Wow.
Amazing.
It sounds very complex again. So, okay, I just want to know, when is the flight? What will you do exactly during the flight?
So the flight will take place in September. Mm-hmm. So we are all excited to the flight. However, only two of us will take part of the flight, so it's a restriction for the campaign. So we have not yet decided who will fly.
Yeah.
I mean, we will vote for you.
So during the flight, an high-speed camera will capture the shadow made by the droplets, so of the water column in front of the LED panel. So the role of the people on board will be to control the pump to bring the water in the injector, to control the panel LED, because we have to switch off and switch on because of the high.
Yeah.
And the role are essentially to export the acquisition made by the high-speed camera to a computer.
Great. That sounds very good. That sounds very good. Okay, so we are going. We are almost done, like, with the time. So in like 2 rows, if you choose to fly, like if you in your team you choose to fly, how are you excited about it, or are you more stressed? Like, What's the balance?
Yes, I think like the three other guys, we are all excited to the idea of the flight in microgravity. I think it's a very good experience. And for my part, I have always dreamed to become an astronaut since I was very young. So being in weightlessness, like the astronaut in space or in the International Space Station, it's
that should be amazing. And actually, I don't know if you saw, but you are in the International Space Station, ISS, for International Space Students. And, or International Space Station. Okay, so we have to close up this workshop, and so that there will be a break in this Zoom in this room, Vostok 1, and Laureline is going to join you on Vostok 2. So if you audience you want to ask questions on these amazing projects from this amazing society in this amazing university,
come on, we need to go to the break.
Just
follow her and you can find out. Okay?
Breakout room, and don't miss the next talk, which is going to be exciting.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.